let's get into some fun stuff. I admittedly am a baking novice. I'm a baking noob. I burn water. So I'd love to know a little bit about baking. So you said that Asian baking is different to, say, French, American, Italian baking. What is like the number one point of difference in your opinion?
There's a few, but I guess the number one that you could jump into would be the ingredients, right? And the flavor profiles, right? So you could actually use soy sauce, miso as your salt component, and your umami component. Yeah, I put miso into all of my cookies and my brownies. God. For your spice component, gochujang, right? You could use that sriracha, right? You can make truffles that are spicy with those ingredients. Right. Of course, everyone knows matcha, right? Yes. And now people are embracing ube, right? Yes. The beautiful, vibrant purple ube. You have the lime green of pandan. It's so fragrant. It's like a young coconut floral. It's the vanilla of Asia, people like to say, right? So I think that's one. That's number one, would be the flavors and the ingredients. Number two would be, like the techniques. Right, you could steam things, right? It's similar to a bain-marie, but you could steam buns and baos and full cakes, malaigo, right, for Lunar New Year. Then you have frying, you have boiling. You could use the microwave to make mochi, right? And then number three would be the texture, right? You have your QQ, which is your boba, so you're nice and chewy. And then you have your airiness, your chiffon cakes, right? Your Japanese cheesecake. So the airiness, the chewiness, and all these things make Asian baking very special. Yes. And at the same time, the differences can also be subtle, because then you could still make, your best cheesecake, add like miso and matcha into it, and now you have a subtle Asian best cheesecake.
Absolutely. Right? Yeah.
And you could, like you said, the matcha brownies. I mean, brownies is a Western creation, but you could put an Asian spin to it and make it subtly Asian, right? And then you have all your traditional goodies as well. And then finally, of course, my favorite right now is my famous milk bread of all flavors and colors. Yeah. So it's what makes that different is that it's more fat involved. So butter and milk. But at the same time, you could make it sustainably vegan as well with your plant-based milks and your egg substitutes and so forth. So absolutely, all the things that make Asian baking special.
Absolutely. I think my mom and my grandma used to say this one thing about Asian baking. I mean, it's a compliment when they say, it's not so sweet. Because I think to sort of the older Asian generation, a lot of Western cakes are very, very sugary. And Asian baking tend to not use as much sugar, and it's more sort of egg white based or milk based. So when they would buy things and they'd say, it's not too sweet, it's a good thing.
It might be more of an East Asian thing, because I know my Indian friends, and I have a lot of them in this community in my neighborhood. They do love sweets that are a little sweeter than what I like. So but I know, like, my East Asian friends and family, and including myself, and even my son at 8 years old, we don't like things that are too sweet, like that aches your teeth sweet, right? We like it subtle, right? Like your milk bread's just a little bit of sugar. But my Filipino husband, he does like things that are a bit sweeter. So his tooth is a little sweeter than ours. So it's not all of us, but yes, the ultimate compliment is when I present like something that I bake to my mom, and she's like, my whole team, not that sweet. And then I'm like, oh, great. She'll never say it's delicious. Like, my husband will make boxed mac and cheese, and she'll be like, Jake, this is so good. Oh my God, so delicious. I'll present her with a Japanese cheesecake that's beautiful, fluffy, and non-cracked, and she'll be like, oh, not too sweet.
I've seen on the group, and I think you've mentioned it throughout this conversation, but I've seen on the group so many innovative recipes. So like you mentioned, miso. I've actually seen miso banana bread. I've seen matcha mochi. I've seen mochi in a muffin. I think I came across that. What are the most innovative things that you've seen?
That's so hard to say. So during Mid-Autumn Festival, when we had our Mid-Autumn Festival bake-off, I think one of the most innovative things were all of the mooncakes that people were able to make without a mold. So they made beautiful, cute bunnies this year that are
right.
mochi bunnies. They were so cute and beautiful with all different colors and different flavors. I think that was super innovative. And all the 1,000-layer mooncakes with all the different colors and flavors as well, the rainbow colored ones. I think that was super innovative.
I love that.
Close to the end of last year. This year, if you look at the feed for our Lunar New Year, Year of the Tiger Bake Off, oh my gosh, 400 unique entries, over 400 unique entries of amazing baked goodies, all that are nostalgic for Lunar New Year. So, and then myself, I made like these cute milk bread buns that were orange with carrot powder and black cocoa. So they were cute little tiger stripes and oranges,
so
and then
cute.
milk bread that was tiger stripes.
Yeah, nice. So, going along with the theme of each Lunar New Year with the year of the insert animal, all that stuff is, I don't know, I feel like personally really fun to see because watching it come to life, watching people's creativity and how they interpret, this year the tiger or, next year whatever animal, it's... Gosh, I don't even know what next year is.
The bunny.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting.